Welcome back to the channel, guys, and this episode there is a ton of things to talk about. A bunch of news and rumors and stuff just kind of keeps popping up for Way of the Hunter. It's kind of an exciting time for the game. And by the time I'm getting this episode out, even more news might have dropped. Last episode I covered a few things that were happening on the dev branch and with the game. But I'll go over a few things now as I'm on my way over to where some bison might be resting. But yeah, there's quite a few things to talk about here. Now, first off is the rumor about the next map DLC for the Way of the Hunter. Now, I don't normally, condone spreading rumors and things like that and getting everybody all excited. However, this one seems to have a lot of backing to it. To be like a legitimate sort of rumor here. And the rumor is that the next DLC is going to be an African map. So we're going to go to Africa. Now, the rumor only comes from one spot. It's a news article from a Slovakian website. Oh, a young bear running off there. And so I had to see it for myself. I got the link and I took a look at it, and you have to translate the page, but I read over it, and it does not appear to be clickbaity or anything like that. It does appear to be fairly legitimate. Why I say that is it's not really like aggressive and advertisement and trying to. It's not very clickbaity at all. It's basically they say that they have a contact within the developer, and they're kind of open about that. They have one in there, and they talk about the game so far and Aurora Shores that came out. Like, they're fairly informative with the information. Like, they're not just making stuff up. They're talking about the timelines and like when the Aurora Shores just came out and how the game's been doing, sort of. And when it came out, and its timeline for the 2 DLCs, and yeah, they say the Africa map will be next. Now they also say it's unofficial, so it's definitely not officially confirmed or anything like that. And of course, I don't want to get in trouble for saying anything certain at all, because it definitely is not until the official release. The article actually says, yeah, we won't know for sure until the official release, but it does look like Africa be in there, and they even go as far as to talk about the release time of it. They're saying that late summer, early fall, it'll come about the point of the 1-year anniversary of the game, which corresponds with the timeline that we understand. They have to get the second map out before the 1 year of the game is out, and it sounds like it's that'll be probably August or so, late summer of this year. So it is fun to get the rumors going and talk about what's coming to the game next, for even right after the brand new Aurora Shores came out. The Africas, that'll be huge for the game if they get it right. But just to reiterate, definitely rumor, definitely unofficial. It's just, I wouldn't really be bringing it up unless I thought it had some weight to it. It did look legitimate. Yeah, so that's news number 1, and I was thinking there, like, what would the story be, right? Because the first story with River was about, had his mother going off to Africa, right, and shooting the elephant. So I'm wondering if we're going to play River again, and he goes off to Africa to, to follow the story of his mother to try and figure out some kind of story related to the elephant or something like that. So I'm all excited about that. That's some cool news happening. The next awesome piece of news is Nikibo on the Discord. He did add Aurora Shores to his little toolkit that everybody can use. I'll try and remember to put the link down into the description. I always seem to forget, but I'm going to try and link that there in case you don't already know about it or use it. The toolkit maps out everything on the map here. As of this recording, it's not all complete. He's got probably about half the animals done or so on it. But all the need zones are there, and all the campsites and everything's in it. So that was really cool because we were under the impression he was not going to put the animals on there. So that is why I know these two marks up ahead were bison rest. So I checked out the map, marked them up there, and I'm going to go see if I can get my first bison. So there's a lot of talking to get out of the way while I'm journeying in here, but so this episode is kind of like a news episode. The last one, I didn't have all this info when I did the recording. It kind of, a bunch of it came out right after about the toolkit and about that news article. A couple other things were discovered. I'm trying to remember what I talked about the last episode. This one I did not talk about though, but this is, if you haven't noticed this, if you're pulling in your rifle in the game, unless they fixed it by now, which I don't think they are. I'm still on the dev branch, so there's still some issues going on. But this is on live or dev branch. This is the SM12-300. And if I go down and put on Hunter Sense on, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but the dot is, yeah, it's going to be really hard to see in the video because the dot's so small. Usually the Hunter Sense dot with the SM12 is much bigger. So something happened, and we don't know if it's intentional or not. But all rifles got that Hunter Sense dot to be the same, down to the model block size. It used to be the 308 model block had the smallest Hunter Sense dot, which meant it was the most accurate rifle in the game. And some of them, like the 350 and the 30-06, had great big Hunter Sense dots that showed just how inaccurate it was. They now all share that same size. So we don't know if it's intentional or not, but it's on the dev branch and on the live version of the game. So everybody's kind of curious what's going on there. Alright, so that is mostly exciting news. I got a couple other things to talk about though. I should be around the rest zone of the... Oh, that sounds promising. There we go, wood bison 130 meters out, already alerted. Oh goodness, how am I going to get closer? Okay, I'm going to have to pause for a second here, just so they calm down a bit. So they are definitely where I thought they would be, according to the map. Just going to need to wait here. Yeah, they are definitely snoring at me. The wind's going that way, so it should be okay. I just got to wait until they calm down. I'm trying to remember what else there was to talk about, because there's tons of things. That the map rumor, the toolkit, the rifle thing changing. I don't have the call around me. Did I bring this up last episode? There's a new predator call that brings in low fitness and high fitness predators. And the low fitness portion of the call is bringing in female predators as well. So that's just something to look out for. If you are using that call, or just heads up, it does look like it brings in the female predators. I think last episode I tested that. It brought in a female black bear. I didn't think it worked on wolves, but people are saying it works on wolves, foxes, all predators. The low fit calls bringing in the females. So we don't know if that's working as intended, because the description just says low fit and high fit. I guess technically females are low fit since they're all 0%. Okay, so this guy's 110 out. I gotta go real slow here. I probably won't do the crawl because the head bobbing is still kind of not fully fixed. Still drives me nuts. But I don't normally do, like, on my videos I'll talk about what's going on in the, around the game, but there's so much happening around it right now. I feel like I sort of have to do like a little news video and a little update on everything going on. So I'm in the dev branch. It still has, like the live version as of this recording, it still has the problem with the rangefinder not being able to range animals. It just sees through them. And then they fixed it in the dev branch, but now the dev branch has an issue with the Hunter Sense not reading right. I don't know what's going on with it, but it causes a crash to desktop. So I'm dealing with that right now because the game doesn't actually let me revert back properly to the live version, so I'm kind of stuck on the dev version, which is okay because I don't use the Hunter Sense dot very often anyways. But I think that's about it for all the news. Well, that's kind of what I mean. By the time this episode pops out, when will it come out? Like Thursday or so? I mean, more news could have dropped by then. And I wasn't sure. Oh man, they're 90 meters. How am I going to get to these wood bison? I wasn't sure if I should make this a hunting video or just like a news video where I just kind of... So far it's just news because I've been spending all my time trying to get these guys. But there's no call for them, right? So you sort of have to get in visual range of them. But I have a call over here and a call over here. Looks like this is... no, this is not their need zone. This is going to be one of the predator need zones, probably the wolf. But I'm not too sure how to hunt bison, right? I guess you'd hunt them similar to mountain goats and stuff, where you have no call for them. Since you can't lure them in, sort of just have to be patient here and see if I can figure it out. The good news is they're upwind from now. I don't understand how they moved around so fast. Got a female alerted 90 meters there. Because they were over here. Yeah, I'm going to be stuck for a minute while she's alerted. I really want a crossbow one, but I don't think it's likely with the starter crossbow. I think it's probably just too weak and you can't get close enough. Okay, and it should be calm now, so I should be able to move. And then they should yell at me when I'm alerting them. No, that's a calm, good. So that's like a free vocalization. Oh, I got some elevation, I may be able to see them. Should be right down here. Why can't I see you? Oh! Oh, young man. Oh, okay, so we got a few. Here we go. Alright, I do not have a bison yet, as of now. Oh, they're all young. I got so many young animals on the map. Did they all spawn in as young? Okay, they're going to be too far for a crossbow shot. Horrible angles, too. So, yeah, just young, and just females, eh? So it looks like it's... all three are young, man. That's disappointing. Is it just 4 of you? Looks like it's going to be taking the female down, I guess. Oh, who's down here? Okay, there's more coming up here. Young female. Everything's young. It's just like they started out. Well, there's a mature female. So I guess I can aim for her just because these guys are supposed to be really good for the bank account here. Now I wonder if I can, how close can I get? Can I get a bow lined up? Okay, they're just walking away too fast. It's not going to be ideal for a bow. Oh, that one's clipping through. Look at the size difference. Even from the young to the females there. But I'm going to do just a mature female here. Because all the bulls are young, at least I think, unless there's one I can't see. It should come out into the open here. Let's get the... no, I grabbed the wrong button, switch. I think she's right there. Man, quartering away a bison shot. I gotta get hunter sense off because it crashes the game. Where is she and what distance are we at? Okay, we'll do 200. I don't think, was that her? Oh, this is her, isn't it? Alright. It looks like lung. I think that was her, since she had like the older kind of fur. I'm not actually sure though. It's going to take a little while before I get used to them. But that should be the first bison down, even though it's not going to be a bull. We'll see what the female's coming for some buffalo burgers. Alright, so there she is up here. She ran quite a ways. That's going to be a lung hit. Oh, now I'm stuck. There we go. Let's take a look at her here. Yeah, they still look pretty big, but the guys must look massive up close. Alright, she's down. Let's take a look. 300 single lung. Didn't even make it to the next lung. It's a quartering away shot, though. Let's see how it did. Did it ever leave the lung? Oh, it did leave the lung. Just not enough energy getting to the second one. Yeah, that's pretty tough there. It did nick a little bit of a ribcage bone too. So the female cell's okay. Yep, there's a mature one, so it's what I got here. 444. 0.65 coins per kilogram. There she is. Let's sell her. Awesome. First, wood bison. Okay, so I'm going to do one more bison attempt. And what the plan is Unless they're already there. Is they're going to be going to their feed zone. I can't see them because that's one of the feed zones here. The other one is near the camp. That's 1 kilometer in that direction. So I'm going to fast travel over there and try to do a bit of an ambush here, see if I can get a crossbow shot off. Okay, so here's the camp, and then apparently their feed zone, oh, I'm stuck here, is like right next to the camp up in these little hills here. Yeah, so let's see if I can figure out which one's the often feed zone. And then we'll stake out that one, see if I can do a crossbow shot. Okay, so this is the often feed zone. It's the one right by the campsite. So they are not here yet. It is almost 5 o'clock, so they should be coming in. Their rest zones. Oh, here they are. They are coming in. Okay. Now this is going to be real interesting here now. I was going to say they should be coming from the north because both rest zones are up here. Yep, they're going to be coming right in here. Except this is such a rough spot with no visibility. I got to get some kind of visibility here. If I don't, that kind of sounds like a moose. Am I getting a moose call as well? Or does the bison sound like... Because I would have mistaken that for a moose. Alright, I just need... see, now I can't locate where the sound is coming from. I was right, there is moose over here. 170 meters to the southwest. But I got bison coming in too, so I guess if the bison don't work out, we've got some moose. There's not much I can do to make the bison like call out and give their position away. Basically, I'm just hoping that I'm in their path. Try and get a bit of elevation here. Okay, they're alerted 90 meters. It's going to be one of those scenarios, since I'm not going to have much visibility, I'm pretty much going to have to take a shot at whatever I see first. It's going to be one of those things. 90 meters, and they should be coming this way. Alright, give it a bit more time here. Hopefully I don't spook them. There's one up on the hill. Yeah, they're right here. Is that one even moving? Am I arranging that right? Is it sleeping? I'm really stuck on if I can move much or not. I mean, that's bow range, but the rangefinder keeps finding this like branch that's moving. So I would need to inch forward here. And I can't like get a spotting information on it. This is really close hunting a bison. If I can get by this tree, maybe I can see some more here. Do the little two-step here sideways. Okay, so they're right in here. Let's see if they come out here. Okay, we got one up on the side of the hill here. I can't get any sort of spotting info on any of them. Basically, I need one to start coming down this hill. Oh. That's an open shot, sort of. No. No, it's not, because that tree's blocking. And it's a young male anyway, so no point there. He's calm, 50 meters. I mean, I'm getting right in the middle of them. Can I get a read on this guy? No, of course not. But I'm definitely getting into the middle of them. So I seen one move in this direction. If I get the bow ready, it might come out into this opening. Gotta make sure the hunter sense is off because it crashes. It should be a little beyond 30 meters if he came through there. He was, he got up from here and then was walking this way. Oh, yeah, no, there's just no way. Had to be super fast on the trigger there. Where'd that come from? Yeah, I don't know how to get one in this. There's just... If I can't call them to me, I don't know. Nope, here they come. You're gonna come down this way? Oh. Alerted 30 meters. Is this that young one? Oh, there's like two of them. Okay, I gotta stop moving because they're doing the little alert little glitchy thing there. So the 30 meters. This one looks like it's got older fur on it. Let's get the bow ready in case they step forward. Wind's to the left. Zoom right in 30 meters. I can't make out what I'm looking at here. Oh, it's because they're clipped into each other. Oh man. I need to... Oh. Okay. Well, I know that's his head. But can I shoot through here? Well... I have no idea. There's certainly a sound of a clunk. Let's go check for blood. Oh, if I can even climb up there. I can't even climb up this hill here. Man, that's how impossible hunting them here is. With a bow anyways, like even with a rifle. Oh my. Can't even climb up. Come on, Jackie, get up there. Oh, this is going to take a minute. Now, I didn't really mark the spot where I took the shot. And while I was climbing the hill, I got a little turned around, so now I don't even know where the shot hit or if it hit. Great. Okay, yeah, bad hit. Here's the hit right here. So we got an animal survived. Okay, and I'm not even gonna know which bison it was, except for the bolt sticking out of its left side. I suppose I could look for them, but I mean without a collar, it could be tricky. Especially in all these trees here. They definitely ran this direction. I'm definitely not going to recommend hunting bison in here. Man. Even with a rifle, you're not going to have much of an opening. Like, look at this visibility. Just no way. You just can't hunt in here. Not without calling them in. And my only hope is if I stir them up. Make them call or run again. I'm okay with spooking them out of here, but this is heavy. Like you can't hunt them in here. So that bison looks like they're gonna get away unless they decide to show themselves. I do know which group it is, so I can always go spot them at drink time. They're feeding and sleep zones all up in this hills. I mean, you just can't get them. That herd is definitely going to be. I'll show you on the map. Here's the Rustowit grasslands, the campsite. It's this herd here. Their rest and feed zones are all in this hills with the trees. Man, that's going to be rough. They have a drink zone on the river over here and a drink zone on this river. So I think that's the only spot going to be able to hunt those. We got some caribou out down here, so I'll switch to them and then take a stab at these guys, and then probably call that a hunt. Okay, sorry about that clip getting the caribou there. I get this slight bug with the recording software where it doesn't want the mic to turn on. I've had that happen twice now, so I just got to be more on the ball there to catch it when it happens. But basically, going for a single right lung shot, which I was trying to do line up there. He was a little closer than 30 meters, so it flew a bit high. That's pretty much all I was talking through on that one. A bit wind to the left, and it just didn't have much of a factor. It will, but obviously the closer they get, the less the wind's going to have an effect on it. So sorry about the silent-y kind of clip there. Would have had the game audio, just not me. But that's pretty much all it is me just kind of talking through the crossbow shot. But yeah, that's all it was I was saying I was going to go for that right lung face-on shot about 30 meters or so. So I was going to track this guy down, pick up these need zones, and we'll take it from there. Alright, here he is now. Tracked him down. Before I pick him up, I just thought I seen something over here. No, I guess not. The rocks were deceiving me. There's so much open space. I keep thinking I should be able to see something, but I guess the sun's going down and the light's getting a little bright to look off in that direction. The little kind of fog reflection off of the water. Oh, there we go. 300 out. I can't even tell what it is. Is that a caribou? Is it all by itself? Looks kind of all by itself. Well, I'm going to pick this guy up, and then we'll maybe keep an eye on him. Oh, there's the crossbow bolt, which does not look right. It's, not sure what's going on. It's like laying on top of him. So there's the shot. My guy was concerned about high. Still just digs its way through that bone, though. It did lose a lot of power in that shoulder bone. It went kind of lengthwise through it, so that makes sense. Good enough, though. Certainly did the job. And we got a 44%er. Good to get rid of him. 454. Good money on this map. What am I at there? Over 30,000 now. Gonna have all those UTVs in no time. So this caribou seems to be all by himself. 300 meters out. So there's no real point in him just hanging out, I guess. I can't get a read on him. But if he's just solo, might as well do some 300 target practicing here. Lay down. 100 cents off. And a 0 up to 300. Now, if he actually gives a shot, I'll just take it. Because why not? But if he's... I'll leave him be if he's just gonna just keep getting up and down like that at that angle. Okay, he is not gonna turn. He just wants to keep laying down that way. So I'm gonna try a back of the head shot here. 300 meters is gonna be a slight lift, he's a bit beyond, and a very minor crosswind. It's gonna be up in the right. No, I don't like it there. I can't use the red dot because I don't like using it, and plus it crashes the game. Oh, he's gonna get up. Okay, he's got a pretty heavy quartering away shot here. Oh, he's turned in a bit more. If I can line up a shot. Beautiful. Nailed him. There we go. Instant drop. Oh, probably 310 meters. So I always say, yeah, you play the game, you know, hunt the way you want to do it. And there's all sorts of styles and difficulty levels to hunting, but I do encourage people to turn off the Hunterson's dot, do some shots without it. At the start, you can sort of use it to see where the shot's going to go, help it with like wind prediction, stuff like that, then turn off the Hunterson's dot, take a shot, and attempt it that way, and then later on, just don't really use it at all. I eventually just turn the thing completely off. There is a certain extra satisfaction for doing the unassisted shot, like something like that, without guidance and just kind of relying on experience and just kind of practice with it. And we'll see how close my shot actually was. For all I know, it was off, but what I was going for was a fairly much a centered right lung shot. So of course he's quartering away. It's just sometimes I get surprised. So that is a need zone, but how come he's the only one here? Right? Was that often... What did that say? It's an eating zone, which is right. How come you're the only member of the herd that's here? Let's see what we got. So there's a shot, yep. Pretty much exact where I wanted it to. I mean, there's extra satisfaction when you pull that kind of thing off. You can't get with the assisted aim dot kind of thing. Certainly did the job. Knocked out that right lung right perfectly. What was it? 311 meters. Yep, about 310. I was thinking there. And we have an adult, 51%, so no big fitness loss there. 340. Here, let's sell him off there. Okay, I don't know why in the world he's the only one here. That is a pretty sad size of a caribou herd. Okay, I think that's all for me. That's me. When I made the start of recording, I wasn't sure if I was going to do like a quick little news thing, but I figured, you know what, I will do news and we'll do a hunt for the folks that enjoy hunting along or watching the hunts. But yeah, a lot of exciting things happening for the Way of the Hunter and a lot more content to come. But yeah, thanks for watching everybody and take care.